Good day, I am John Catch and this is the cold hard truth. The news you won't get anywhere else.
John?
Oh, yes, this is Megan Bailey. You might remember her from when she supported the summer lobster fishery without any science to back her opinion. She was fired. Lucky me.
Fuck you, John.
Not with that attitude.
Anyway. In breaking news, Clearwater Seafoods was sold to the First Nations and Premium Seafoods.
The First Nations are acquiring 50% in all of Clearwater's licenses provided the DFO approves the deal. Megan, please tell our viewers the participating bands.
The Mi'kmaq Band in Newfoundland and Labrador along with the Memberta Band in Cape Breton are heading up the coalition. Each of Picnic, Pictou Landing, Botledic, Sapinakatic and Wickwacmac have confirmed their intention to participate with Memberta and Mi'kmaq in this historic investment.
Will you please repeat those names?
Fuck you, John.
Remind me why you got fired.
Moving on. News of this acquisition was a shock to industry and has fishers, buyers, and processors scrambling.
Fishers see this as a direct assault on the inshore fleet. They fear that the First Nations will use the revenue from this acquisition to buy up the inshore fleet.
Moreover, they are confused as to how the First Nations can pay $500 million for Clearwater Seafoods but are begging for the inshore to be given to them for free.
They demand free access because they claim oppression in the treaty rights. Their rationale is starting to smell like phony baloney.
If having the ability to acquire a billion-dollar company is oppressed, I wish to be oppressed too.
There's hope for her yet.
The processors and buyers around the Maritimes are very worried and concerned about their future.
First Nations have the ability to accumulate the inshore fleet and incorporate secure.
This is something that the non-Indigenous people are not allowed to do.
The problem that the buyers and processors see is that this deal gives the natives a massive ability to vertically integrate the fishery.
They will have the entire process from harvest to market under one native-owned conglomerate. They will eventually strip the processors and buyers of their seafood supply. They will do this by slowly acquiring 100% of the harvesting access.
Since no other entity has the same ability, the First Nations will be able to secure a monopoly over the entire fishing industry in time.
Let me recap the rules that non-Indigenous fishers and companies operate by. There is a fleet separation policy. Companies and fishers are not allowed to own both offshore and inshore licenses. This is to prevent the corporatization of the inshore fleet by the offshore corporate giants like Clearwater. To prevent the inshore from corporatizing their own fleet, they have owner-operator policies. These policies dictate that owners must fish their own licenses and cannot accumulate licenses in a corporate structure with multiple shareholders and controlling agreements. This protects our small coastal communities, families, and livelihoods.
The problem is these rules do not apply to First Nations. There are two sets of rules that are race-based. First Nations are able to acquire both the offshore and the inshore licenses. They are also able to accumulate as many inshore licenses as they want under a single corporate entity. Effectively, the rules designed by fishermen to protect the inshore fleet and the corporatization of the industry are being circumvented by the First Nations. This is corporatization by another means. Fishers are angry. The media yell racism, but who would not be angry when you see decades of hard working being flushed down the drain? Who would not be angry when you see the protection of your communities and the future of your industry being hijacked by corporate interests? Who would not be angry when a government sets up race-based regulations?
Yep. I wish I was oppressed.
The DFO has given the First Nations their own set of rules to operate by. They are building a race-based fishery on top of that. Would you consider that to be systemic racism and oppression, or would you consider it to be privilege?
Our viewers will have to decide, but I can say with certainty, to the fishing industry at large, you're fucked.
Wow, don't hold back, Megan. Good night, folks. Thank you for watching The Cold Hard Truth. I'm John Catch.
I am Megan Bailey.
Till next time, stay safe. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And please share this video to your Facebook groups and friends. Get this information out there. Also, the real Megan Bailey was not interviewed for this video. Her character is fictional and for entertainment purposes only. She was not fired from Dalhousie University.
See you next time.